For the past 30 days, I trained like the famous anime superhero One Punch Man. Ever since the start of my weight loss journey many of years ago, I've had a slow growing collection of my before photos, but never any after photos. In an attempt to finally transform my body into a Greek god, my plan is to complete the Saitama workout of 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day. The results of which were pretty interesting. As day one of my training began, I decided to tackle the hardest part of the challenge first, the run. I knew this was gonna be hard, but nothing good ever comes easy.
It feels like I got run over by a train.
Then I moved into the sit-ups, push-ups, and squats. And since I didn't want to injure my shoulder and back like I did a couple months ago, I did half push-ups and made sure to take breaks in between sets.
I seriously don't know if I can do this tomorrow.
To prepare myself for the long runs in this challenge, I actually started a couple weeks ago running 1 mile a day and increasing the mileage day by day until I got to 6 miles. And with all that running, I soon realized during day 3 of my training that my old shoes were worn out and digging into my heels, so I bought some new running shoes. Hopefully these will last me longer than my last pair did.
Let the games begin.
Oh, I'm glad that's over. It's day 6, we're 4 miles in. We're doing good.
During the first week, it wasn't long until I realized I could split up the workouts into sets. I would run 3 miles in the morning and 3 miles in the afternoon. As long as I could fit in the running, the rest was pretty manageable. I learned that I could do squats while cleaning, while doing the dishes, and even grocery shopping.
Today is day 7. I'm a little sore, but let's check on our progress.
At the end of the first week, I weighed in at 186 pounds, 3 pounds heavier than the beginning of the week. I was really hoping I could outwork a bad diet with the training, but I guess that wasn't gonna happen. Taking a look at the progress this week, the stomach fat is still there, but I did notice some parts of my body starting to tone up. Another 23 days to go.
So it's day 8. I decided to walk to the store and pick up some energy drinks and some vegetables. Feeling a little bummed about the progress so far. It's my fault, really. Nothing left to do but to get back on it.
As we got back to pumping, I was kind of getting bored of the usual exercises, so I decided to switch it up and do 100 bench presses instead of push-ups. And according to the internet, bench presses and push-ups work the same muscle, so they're essentially the same thing, and I'm pretty sure Saitama wouldn't mind. As for the diet, I'm keeping it pretty clean with salads and lean proteins. I also try to limit the dressings and oils in my meals to avoid any hidden calories.
I love cheese.
It's day 9. I found out if you put Premier Protein and coffee together, it makes a nice iced coffee.
With doing so many repetitive workouts every day, I quickly realized that I might be doing my body a disservice by not incorporating any other abdominal exercises. Since abs weren't just a giant piece of muscle, I wanted to switch up the type of ab workouts I was doing and vary the areas of my abs I was hitting. The count of 100 reps remained the same, but I wanted to focus on quality and not quantity. This also helped the cramping that came from working one area too many times.
So today is day 10. Weighed in today at around 184. We're still a bit away. Another 20 days to go. So it's day 11. New technique I'm trying out. I would run a mile and then do 20 or so bench presses and then 20 squats and then 20 sit-ups and then go back to run another mile and do this for 6 times. Trying to get it all in one go. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Today's day 12. Yesterday's workout was pretty hard just because my legs kept cramping. I found that stretching really helps.
And his name is John C.
In addition to stretching, I used a Hypervolt to loosen things up. At this point, my calves were pretty sore, but it was necessary so we could keep pumping through these workouts.
Stop it. Get some help.
Today's day 15, quick progress check. I'm weighing in at
179.6.
My stomach is a little bit smaller than last week, as you can see. And things on my body are a little bit harder. My legs and knees are pretty sore from all the squatting / running, walking.
Remember when you could run forever? Things are different now.
And according to my Apple Watch, I'm burning like 1,000 calories every day. As long as we can keep up with the training and I stop eating out, I think we'll make significant progress in the next 2 weeks.
So far in this challenge, you'd be surprised to know that my weight hasn't changed much. I started around 185 pounds, and for the last 10 days, I've been hovering around 178, 179.
The reality is that the scale doesn't lie. People do.
Although I was burning a lot of calories, it did seem like my body was starting to adapt to the workouts and what I was eating, which I wasn't really expecting. I knew if I wanted to lose the rest of the fat, I needed to switch gears and focus on the diet instead. Don't look at the orange chicken.
You think it's funny?
After digging a bit into Jason Fung's research and his book, The Obesity Code, I noticed a possible offender, insulin. If you know me, you know that I'm a pretty big snacker and I'm almost always eating. Gotta keep them energy levels up. But the problem was every time I ate, it triggered an increase in blood glucose and therefore an increase in insulin.
What the fuck was that? Is that a raw egg?
Don't let the viewers see this.
And from what I understand, insulin's the thing that prevents your fat from burning. So for the time being, we're gonna try to keep our insulin low by eating less frequently and keeping it in a shorter time window.
I'm so tired.
Hey, how's it going? As we get into day 30, I wanted to get kind of a baseline to see exactly how much fat I have left to burn. So it's math time! Taking a look at the general body fat percentage estimations, it seems like I'm around 25%. It also seems like once you get into 20%, you start to see abs and your chest hair starts to disappear. But I bought a pair of the fat calipers to take some measurements. I had to get some help for this part.
Don't flex.
Oh, sorry.
22.5.
That's not bad.
Don't flex. Pull
Not
it out.
flexing.
Just like loosey-goosey.
I'm loose. I don't have any chest fat. 0.
6.5.
Alright.
According to the measurements, I'm around 19.54% body fat, and if it takes a month to lose like 1 to 3% body fat, abs is like 10 to 15% total body fat. So we're looking at like a half to 2 months left, something like that. So if you ask me if the One Punch Man challenge was worth it, I'd say yes. Not exactly in the way that you think. It got me started. You know, we've come a long way. I did lose a considerable amount of fat. So if you're interested, hit that red button if you want to join this next part of the quest to get shredded. I will see you in a couple of months. Stay strong, my friends.